This is, well, 79 to 85. I don't think it's going to be a coin. It's got a bit of iron corrosion stuck on it as well. But it's a, I don't know, a thing. Oh well, first decent target that I've dug. I just 2 minutes ago said to Albert, this field is not looking very good. Do you want to go back into the field that we've just been in and do the higher ground that we haven't done yet? And he agreed, and we just started to make our way back to that field, and he's just shouted, coin. Let's see. Well, it could be another Bobby. Maybe. The right size, the right shape, the right thickness. Right, I'm going to get the bendy thumb to work on this, get back to you. Well, by the power of the bendy thumb, you might be able to see our national flower, which is a thistle. A great big head there, leaves coming down and up that side. And then where that line is, that's the bottom of a crown. Can you see it? And there, by the power of the bendy thumb, is a head looking to the left hand side, and that is Charles II. So it's a bobby, a sixpence, just like I got earlier on, and it dates to 1660 to 1685, a copper Scottish sixpence. So well done, Albert. He's back to the 17th century as well. Beautiful. Well, at least we could identify it. And there is something in this field after all. Now, one thing the XP DS2 is particularly good at is avoiding hot rocks, but on this occasion we've got one, and I'm not surprised. It must be the biggest hot rock I've ever seen in my life. Great big lump of charcoal, which has got a metal tone to it. Oh well. I've called Albert over because he wasn't far away. I've got an absolutely beautiful target here. 93, 95. It's probably going to turn out to be aluminium, but if it was a lovely big silver coin, I'd be a happy man. What do you think? Oh, there's a stone for a start. Oh, there's another stone. It's a great big bit of lead. That wasn't a stone. It's a massive lump of lead. My God, no wonder it was a loud target. Look at that, I'm rich. I'm absolutely rich. At £1.12 a kilo, I'm £1.12 richer. Oh well. We've got a coin. It came through 8182, that's my spade, so you can see the coin has been literally sitting on its edge, which is why it wasn't a great signal. It looks pretty toasty, but we've got a wee imprint at least. So it's a penny. I think I might be struggling to get anything off this, but I'll turn you off, I'll get back to you in a wee minute. But it's another coin. Well, it's a very, very, very corroded Victoria again. So I can just make out the word Regina on the outside edge. So it's a penny, Queen Victoria, sometime between 1837 and 1901. Another screamer, 94.95. I've become that accustomed to finding silver every time I'm going out that I'm feeling a bit hard done by that I haven't found any yet. 97, unlikely I think. Unlikely, it just doesn't seem crisp enough. A doorknob. It is indeed. Well, I did think brass is another alternative, and that's what it is, a brass doorknob. Probably Georgian, Victorian, either off a door or off a writing desk or cabinet or cupboard or some sort of furniture. Oh well. Got myself a wee 4-holer. 74. Didn't sound amazing. Sound better once it's out. And it's got the maker, George Howson, Howson. And the village is called Alyth, Alyth. And we're about maybe 7 or 8 miles away from Alyth. And that's actually where I got married. So there you go. A wee button, probably 100 years old, from a little tailor or cloth maker or button manufacturer from Alyth. This upper part of the field, the barley or the stubble is a lot shorter, so it's a lot easier to swing. There's also a huge amount of pottery and glass, so there's maybe been a bit of dumping going on here, but so far not a single target until now. 79. Lead, copper, probably not a coin. A wee bit high for a button. Another spadeful. And we're out. A very noisy 79. In the clod, I think. It is. Not in that half. It's in this half. Ah, it's lead again, is it? Oh, it's a saddle badge. Again, a saddle badge. Right, I'm going to clean this up off camera. Just make sure it doesn't have the name of the farm on it. Just a wee catch up with Albert. His top find is an absolutely massive button. It's a dandy button. And it's a whopper, absolutely huge. And you can see it's got a ring and dot decoration with lots of swirls on it as well. It's a real beauty. Good condition, still got the intact loop. And from one of the dandy boys, the well-heeled, well-dressed young men of the late 1700s, probably around about 1780 to 1810, give or take. And they became known as the Dandy Boys. Brilliant, very nice, love that. Well, I've given my wee saddler's badge a little clean up, and it's actually gone a bit dull as it's dried out, but it was very clear. It's Robertson, Saddler, Pitlochry. Pitlochry's about, 20-25 miles away from where we are. So this is the second saddle badge. I had another one just in the last 2 weeks anyway. Now this one from Pitlochry, so this would have been on the underside of a saddle made by Mr. or Mrs. Robertson of Pitlochry. Date wise, probably 1800s, I'd say. 1800, maybe through to about 1870, give or take. And I'm sure the farmer will be very happy with this, because this is a really nice bit of social history, and who knows, maybe his father or grandfather, maybe it was attached to their horse. So that's a really nice find. I love getting things like this. I'll have a wee look into it online, see if I can find out anything out about Robertson's Saddlers from Pitlochry. Brilliant. Well, I managed to track down Mr. David Robertson of Pitlochry in the Pitlochry Directory, and it seems like he was a saddle maker between 1882 and 1915. But he began to branch out, and he seems to have had 101 jobs. He became an auctioneer, a cattle salesman, a saddler, an ironmonger, a bootmaker, and a livery stable keeper. So, he certainly seems to have been a busy fellow. But it's always good to pull all that information together. Another target. 88. Coin? Maybe. Nope, I see something green, and that's not a coin. That is a spearhead. Ancient object. God, it's very heavy. What on earth is that? Albert, come and have a look at this. Albert's not far away from me. What on earth is that? What on earth is that?
Oh.
What do you think that is? Is the end hollow?
No.
No, that end. It's not solid.
Do you know what that could be?
It looks old.
Yeah, it could be. Now, bear in mind they used them way back in even the Egyptian time. Plumb bob.
A plumb bob. Well, I did think that when I saw it, but I thought, there's no attachment for it. But that is weird, isn't it?
That's what that looks. Because it's pretty.
Feel heavy as well. Well, over to you all. What do you think of that? It's got a lovely patina to it that it's been in the ground for a while. It's either copper alloy or it's bronze. It's a very, very heavy little item, and it's obviously broken off something at this end. Was it a plumb bob for getting straight lines? Is it the end of a tool? Because that kind of fits reasonably well in the hand. Is it ancient or is it modern? Well, let me know in the comments below. It's going to be one to show to the museum anyway, but there is no decoration on it at all. So let me know in the comments below. Had a good search around the mystery item, but nothing else coming up. Just about to jump back into the original field. We've got a 57. Hammered coin territory. Still in there. One more. We're out. Still a 57. Ah, what's that? Oh, that's barley. Seems to be in here. It is. Not in there. In there. Oh, there's something green. Well, I tell you what. It might well be a coin. Which it didn't sound even remotely like a coin. And I think it is a coin. There's the imprint. But that's actually the surface. So that coin has been absolutely perfectly on its edge. So well done, the dais, for getting that. The dais too. Right, we'll give it a wee rub-a-dub. And I'll leave it to dry out. I'll get back to you in a minute. Oh, there they are. It's a farthing, a quarter of a penny. Now, I went ages, probably over a year, without finding a single farthing. And I've had 3 or 4 in the last month or so. So a farthing, a quarter of a penny, and that is Queen Victoria. A young head, looking to the left-hand side, and the date at the bottom is 1837, so that's the year that she became queen. Or at least that's what I think it is. 1837. So back in the day, this would buy you a sparrow. A sparrow at a market in London, which I'm told by some of you wasn't for keeping as a pet, it was for eating. If you were poor, you would often eat a sparrow. So there you go. Albert's got himself a wee button that's been silvered or tinned, but struggling to see, but there's definitely been some kind of decoration on it, but it's not survived. It's probably a livery button. 1800s, beginning of the 1900s. Oh, and we're back in the field where we began. Alright, we've got an 85. Could be a coin. Albert reckons it's a coin. I'm not so sure, but we're both running on different programs. And Albert's on the version 1.1, I'm on the 0.71. Well, it's a big round thing. Oh, it's not a coin, look at that. What is that?
It's a medallion.
It's a medallion. It's a, it's a thing. It's got a wee suspension on it anyway. Right, I'm going to let this dry out and then I'll give it a wee clean up and see if we can get some detail off it. It's a thing. Well, what do you reckon, folks? It's got a wee kind of, it looks like there's been a pin or something that's gone through there, but it looks pretty solid. It looks familiar and I can't think for the life of me what it is. I want to say it's something agricultural or such like, but I can't see any decoration. I don't know if there's been some and it's been worn away. There's just the faintest sign of an outside line. See a wee bit of it there as well, but I don't know. So let me know in the comments below. I don't think it's particularly old. 100 years, 150. Alright, we've jumped into a third field. The farmer's just harvested the potatoes. Literally just finished. Got a 94 straight away. Bottle top. Nope. Are we in this clod? I think we are. Oh, we've got a coin. Immediately. Well, that's a great start. Try and peel that apart. Got a coin already, Albert. Oh, there you go. One imprint. So it's going to be Georgian, I think, with an output of 94. So I'll give it a wee dry up. And I'll get right back to you with a bendy thumb. I've given it the old bendy thumb treatment, and it looks to me like there's a shield on there. And I thought it was going to be a Georgian coin, maybe George II, George III. But it's not. I think it's a token. And on the other side, that's the reason why. What I initially thought was a cross sword is not. It's an X shape. And you'll see a figure standing in the middle. And that is St. Andrew. Andrew the Apostle, one of the apostles of Christ and the brother of St. Peter. And he's also the patron saint of Scotland. And I'm named after him because my middle name is Andrew. I managed to identify the token. This is it here. It's called a Hutchinson halfpenny token and it's from Edinburgh, not Dundee or Perth as a first thought. On the left you've got St. Andrews with the cross. And on the right, you've got the coat of arms of the city of Edinburgh. So this was a trade token. Effectively, you could exchange this for money. And apparently they were made between 1790 and 1793. Well, at this point, yours truly had some technical difficulties. I managed to either pull the connection out of my microphone, which cut the sound for the next 20-30 minutes of video, or the battery died on the receiver and I hadn't noticed. So I've got another 20 or 30 minutes of footage but no audio, and I think it's going to look a little bit daft if I add a voiceover to 20 or 30 minutes of footage. So I think the easy thing to do is just to do a little summary. I'll voice over the summary of finds at the end. Very frustrating because we got some lovely things. Albert got a beautiful George III halfpenny in really good condition, especially on the reverse. And I also got silver. I got a silver sixpence on the second last hole, which is always the way, isn't it? So here is my little voiceover of the summary of finds. And then, well, that'll be it until next time. In total, we managed 8 hours of detecting. This is the extent of my best finds. I got a total of 9 coins, including the silver sixpence that I got right at the death. Albert managed 4 coins, 4 buttons, and then a little collection of little odds and sods, buttons, lead seals, and little fragments of metal. All in all, a pretty good day. Got this really unusual little, I don't know if it's part of a handle, but that just doesn't make any sense to me because it's very, very heavy. I mean, maybe it's the end of a chisel or some sort of heavy tool, but I'll be interested to know what you all think about that. This is probably Albert's best find. That is an absolute cracker of a George III halfpenny, dated 1796. So really, really beautiful, especially the reverse. Britannia seated, looking amazing. My little saddler's badge from Pitlochry, David Robertson, from the latter part of the 19th century, and my little George V sixpence, which was sometime in the 1920s, if I remember right. But the other side is completely corroded, toasted, iron incrustation and all sorts going on, but at least I got a bit of silver, so I can't complain. And Albert, he got his big dandy button, and I think he got about 7 buttons all in. We both got a Charles II, Charles I era bobby, and I also got a little Turner, which is a little copper 2p. So clearly stuff going on here in the 1600s, and a pretty good day out for 8 hours of detecting. So, I hope you enjoyed that little video. It should have been a lot longer. It should have probably been a 45-minute video, but not to be on this occasion. So, lesson learned. Well, maybe. So, thank you all for watching. If you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, then please hit that button. No detecting today. It's going to be raining again all day. So, hopefully I'll get out tomorrow. So, we'll see you soon, and thanks for watching. Take care.